I just wanted to do a quick video on the GR-9 Jeep. These are still fairly new. The manufacture date on mine actually is August. It is, or it's definitely bigger than the 125. However, I'd say the actual seating quality, or I guess room, is comparable. So notice the height on these is kind of lacking, and then it even raises up there. You don't have the full front well allocated to your feet, because it actually stops a good amount before it gets to the front. So in the videos I saw of actual sellers, I figured their feet were just going under there, but they might just have smaller legs than me. So when I try to get in, it becomes a little bit of a problem to get that leg over that wheel. Now I could have just stepped in, but wanted to at least show what I was dealing with. So electric start. Oh, here's the shifter. That's the other thing is when my leg is here, the shifter is underneath my leg. So I actually need to reach out underneath me if I needed to shift gears. Has a good amount of rattling to it, but it's all just kind of like that plasticky rattle. So this hood is plastic, so it's all just kind of this kind of stuff squeaking back and forth. Also the plexiglass squeaking. You can see I have a scratch there with a little bit of rust. Oh, other thing to note, side view mirrors were kind of complete junk. They were friction mounted here, but they're completely made out of plastic, so they had plastic threads. So you can only friction mount it so hard before it just pretty much snaps. I had one where it snapped, the other one where I was a little bit more careful of. It didn't snap here, however, I literally just barely smacked into that with my hip, broke right off. As you can tell, it's fairly quiet while idle. Pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to mount that spare wheel, and decided not to, because this also looks like a good place to mount a trailer. The chains are very thick, at least from what I anticipate. I've not actually seen a 125cc in person. It did not come with instructions, by the way. Let me turn this off. There is probably a good amount of room for tinkering. So this entire cavity is pretty open. They give you one of the smallest gas tanks they possibly ever could. Meanwhile, they have all this room here. Also, I'm not a car person, but I would suspect that putting the battery here in a better enclosure would be better than right there near the wheel. I guess it hasn't gotten too wet, but I just feel like battery with exposed terminals, exposed right next to the wheel wells, not really ideal. Oh, has two separate keys. One literally is just for back here. That's what causes a good amount of rattling. Probably just want to stick a piece of rubber in it. Oh! Kill switch, never really use it. Your forward, reverse, neutral indicator. It does have lights. So low beam, nope, high beam, low beam. To be honest, all of them are low beam. It's not the brightest. It's kind of hard to see if you were to drive around. A little bit more rust there, but that is where the paint is chipped. So as long as your paint hasn't chipped, it should be good. Trying to just get people more shots. So it would be good to raise the seats. Like if you were to raise the seat to like this level, it pretty much drive like a golf cart. You just have to get rid of this roll bar here. I have kids, so that's not. I prefer to keep the roll bar. Oh, shoot. Well, this is what I was talking about, where if you go knee first. Oh, that's the horn. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing. It has turn signals too, but it sounds like a backup alarm, and I just wouldn't touch it much. So mine has an emergency brake, but you have to really pull at it, and I don't think it's working. And that is about as far as it goes. Surely I can probably tension some things up down here, but just haven't gotten around to it. That's all I got.